Hello everybody, welcome back. You're listening to Arcade Metal by Andy Gillian. You can get it on iTunes and Spotify, wherever you are, and it features 66 Samus on drums. Go check it out. Anyways, we are back. We are gonna see if we can hit level 30 today. And I hope so, but we'll just have to see how things go. Actually, one thing that I can say is that I actually yesterday, after I stopped streaming, I actually went ahead and did some of the hunting logs because those are boring and it took a little bit of time. I actually gained a couple levels. I'm on level 21, so I'm pretty sure we can get 9 levels before we end today. I do can't stream all day because I have to get up very early tomorrow to actually drive into work. But enough about that. Let us switch over to the game. And turn off the music because we don't want to listen to that. And there we go. Okay, we are in and everything is looking good. Chat is looking good. Everything is there. Okie dokie. So, where did we leave off? As you can see, I have done a lot of hunting logs. So we actually finished the level 10 and actually level 20 yesterday. And just running around and killing monsters, which is pretty boring in general. So I did that while I was offline just to get some levels and all that. We are actually so far ahead now that I have unlocked a lot of things, but because we are restricted by this here quest, and 2 more quests, we're actually very far behind. We do not have unlocked the skills, even though they're on the bar, for instance, like Tomahawk and what is it? Vengeance is not unlocked yet. I do not think we get the Home Gang onto level 42, so that doesn't really matter. But anyways, we need to get a move on this here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to focus on the job quests. So we are going to go to Lower Nostra. We're going to go to Blind Iron, so that means we go there, Middle Nostra. So let's see here, what's the fastest one? That's this one here, that's that, and that's that. Check. Actually, so this here is actually the smartest path. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go here and we're going to run over here and take the main story quest, which we were in the middle of actually. We were going to help out and figure out who was stabbing that Gubu in the back and causing all the ruckus. And we were thinking it's Sverin or Severin, or however the fuck you pronounce it. But the hells, I'm up to the scratch without a pedal. Okay, we're gonna doubt him because that was what we're gonna do. What's this now? Someone sent you for the oranges, huh? So the old bugger had known all along, huh? What does it matter anyways? Listen, you're one of the goody-goody adventure types, right? Go rescue some mates and those double-darling goblins. They're just over yonder at the bonfire. Okay. So there are some goblins here. Actually, more audio for me. Just gonna bang this here out. Yeah, I need to do this. I do that and kill you. Way ahead of everybody. Then we're gonna talk with them or actually rescue them. Oh shit. Hard on my ears. Severin sent you, that flew you out. I'm sure it was Solus down the river. Okay, let's see you. That's Sosvai. Didn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. And Elmira. Oh, you want? We've gone away with myself and so shown me a side. There we go. Let's go back to him. Also, my gear is horrible. Okay. You saved me ways, and for that, I owe you. I suppose you should have be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame and no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Ozens and send him my regards. I'm gonna take this here and we're gonna move this. And then we're just gonna run up here and give that sack of oranges to this guy up here. Oh, we need to slave free gargoyles also. Next area. Man, I can't wait until we get our mounts. That's gonna be awesome. Cisne. Go. We have there a delivery from summer for farms and a schedule. How that was the first time for everything. Okay. Oh, look at that. Not a single one missing either. One of the old things not here. Those bagmen. Don't miss them one bit. Here's Stalwin's payment in full with you. I can trust you can reach him. Okay, so before we go back, we're just gonna go in here and do this quest. There's a lot of people starting up this here game. Well, again, it is 25 million large that people are actually like. There are a lot of people playing the game right now, like new people. And the great thing about this here, when you hit level 30, you actually get a lot of bonuses. So right now I'm getting like bonuses for this. I'm just gonna get some food. And actually, here we have the gargoyle. Galago. This, we're gonna do this. It's gonna AoE the bastards. They're not gonna do any damage to me anyways, even though I have shitty gear. So now I need to go back to the guild master. So let's do that actually. Let's just head back here with the return. Get that. And then we are gonna go here. We're gonna go there. Welcome back, Sarah. Your action saved many of Neil's injuries for anguish, but your effort are commendable. Okay. And there's only yet much work to be done. The object of your vengeance has trampled the farmer's wagon he'd thundered through and lands of tinted rest. The foodstuff spilled from the overtuned wain have attracted all the manners of hungry predators. Without producer for the market, the farmers will surely suffer the coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down those raptors, scavengers, and preserve the cargo. Now we need to go back and what? Oh, actually. Oh, perfect. We can just... Do I want to? Shit. No, fuck it. I don't. We're gonna save money right now. So go here. Perfect. So that was actually a good choice that we did for prosperity's sake. If you're leveling, you're speed leveling, and you want to do jobs and job quests like this here, a good thing is to try and like remember the path of like just going in here, doing that quest and the next one, then going back and doing this, and then go up here to unlock the next one, then the next one is here. So it's all about like mapping things out, and I remember vaguely how things are. Actually, when my character, so when I leveled Tofu, which is my main, he was a paladin, and he was actually also not called what's the what's the race? A bunny boy. So he was not that. And I finished leveling him, and I actually think he was an hour, I think, at the beginning. And when Bunny Boy came out, I switched to that. I haven't switched back. I love the Bunny Boy. That is my identity in general. So that is where we are. That is the one I'm going for until I decide otherwise. Back in One Piece, wasn't believed. How did it fare, Connor? This is what I mean for. It looks like I'll be. I was all right though. I'd tell you false if I claimed if you hadn't held more for 7. Was even willing to overlook his scheming off the top, but to sell off short of a favor of those godforsaken goblins? Will you well mind yourself to be around like a 2-guild cheat? If he leaves his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he will do for you. Okay, let's see. What do we want? We want... Actually, we do not want anything, because we're just gonna go with money for right now, because things are going to change. Wrist... Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Gurkhant seeks fertile soil to improve the yields of his newly plowed fields. Blast, at this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only I had a black loam, just a bit could send our slack soaring. I bet your brother knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay him a visit over the orchard. Yeah, I'll do that, but I am gonna... Where is he? Oh, he's actually straight, so that's good. So straight and up here and then back. And you can see more quests unlocked. And I also I also ran around and got some. If you look here, like you can see, I've been a couple of places to attune to the ether light. What we done? Oh shit! I missed something. Sorry about that. Erica. Agur got his head of cabbage if he thinks that I'm fetching him any back loam. But if I dare pinch some of the from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just don't mind me getting trampled upon by the orchids and the dwellers there. Okay. Once there, you've twice blushed worth. Take the one to Prifald at Tilter West, and he knows what to do. Okay. Oh, we need to go into the cook pot and then there. So actually what I'm going to do here, we're just going to go north. We're going to do the job quest, and then we're going to do this main story quest. So a lot of things in this here is very... It gets a lot better. So here's the overturned vein he was talking about, which we need to protect. We're interacting with that. And then we're going to kill this here plain strider. There we go. Just going to AoE the bastards. Ah, there's one more. Knew it. Perfect. And now to the cook pot. To get the last thing we need from him. And we can go back to the Marauders. There is around 3 or 5 minutes until it back from cooldown. We'll see about that. But right now we're just gonna go into the cook pot. And these here are not gonna hurt me because I'm so high level. They are not attacking me, so it's It's just easy and get the black loam. I moved. God damn it. Oh, I don't want to fight. Perfect. So sprint and back to Summerford. So sad that Tombstone gear is like, what is it? Tombstone gear is level 50. It starts. Ah, shit. Ah, well. Fuck it. Physical damage up. Yeah. Care one bit. So there are a couple of quests we need to do on top of this here. So one of the quests that we need to do is definitely the Chocobo quest. That is simply a must. We need to do that, because without that quest, we will not be able to have a mount, because you actually need a Chocobo license to use the mount. And we need that, because or else it's gonna take forever to get around. Yeah. Oh, mother puss bucket. Fuck. Of course it was. It's not to Summerford Farm. It was, of course, to that thing there. Anyways, we can get there. Get up here. Yes, thank you. There we go. Yeah, Tilla's Rest was it? Befall. Ah, even the weeds wither and die in the desolate dirt. Well, not if you get this. But a bit of black loam ought to change that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam is not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomachs. Oh, don't tell me me rather neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Oh, surely you figured out on your own that coin stench comes from the lair of all places. Well, why dwell to mislead whom about what? Miles says that your efforts have brought me us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest in the result. Thank you. Let's see here. Do we have any necklaces? I actually have. So we're just gonna. That's a bracelet. Yeah. Let's just that on. Oh, I got reprisal. Nice. That's a golden thing to get. Okay. Puffer needs stolen farm tools recovered. Confounded pirates, there's nothing of tilling and killing, stealing our shovels and melt the forges into axes, of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them, and Magan mongrels. Love to teach them those curs a lesson in obedience myself. I hadn't sworn that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need to bring you back the farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they sow. So instead of going out and beating the shit out of them, you're sending me to do it. But anyways, so these assholes stole a lot of farm tools, so we're gonna do that. So there, and just gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this, and this, and then just AoE to living crap out of that. See if it drops. Oh, stun me, you bastard. Perfect. I wonder what those dogs that will will try to steal harvest no more. Okay, we got it. Good to see your tools are back in serviceable condition, which will be more than I can say for Sovereign when I get my hands on him. The wrench likely had a role in this theft. Speed meeting the pirates in a secret I did. I couldn't care less if if the restful won't work. But when he consorts with culprits or cutpurrs that take our tools away, he crossed that line. So I ought to know what sort of a slabbergag he's the scallywag he's dealing with. Take words to him, would you? Now we need to go back and just be a little bit of a. And this here's a level 7. We are not gonna spend time on any of the fates here, even though fates are good, but it's simply not profitable for us for XP wise. So we're already level 2, but we're leveling really slow because I've leveled so much. So we need to speed up so we can get to the part where we where the quests are up in the range that we needed to be around, like 15, 20. And on top of that, that will also mean we will be able to soon do our first dungeon, which is going to be fun. It's probably going to be full of sprouts. Okay. Pirates make off with our tools. Probably did not well at taking Mel into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. Well, be damned, the servant thinks he can take us for a fool. His tenacity won't go unpunished. We're just gonna go with this here. A cup to speak a great deal if we last. And you never once let me down. It well ask you for now, it's gone beyond ought to ask you. Would you hear me plea? And all the same, yes, I will. It's easy mind of you to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with the scoundrel Severin by now. Well, he's scheming to propagate escaping grace is at it again. Since that letter came to him, he's been skulking about in the manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounding up his rogues and broker it off and narrate a word to anyone. Grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me he is different. This is different. Ain't exactly damning, but when last I heard word from him, he didn't look defiant so much as haunted. I can't help think that he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Scoffy, to say, well, he didn't come to a sticky end. As for now, I find him. I'll ask Guadamant at the Eve ride. She was the last one to see him. There's she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Okay. Okay. Actually, check something. But he messaged me, I think. That wasn't anything important. Greenerod. Nothing that passes through those gates escaped my notice. I saw the officer and his rabble set off to the Road Whispers Canyon not long ago. Singing about drinking himself a stupor, Creaky Saw said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that he was had prickling in their brains. If you find ill swine, be sure to give him a cuff round the ear from me, will you? Okay. Where was he headed? Oh, he was headed up there. Okay. How the hell do you use an Etherite and get up there? Because, like, I can't do that. There's no end state there. I'll have to fucking run. Assholes. Lucky bastards. Fence. Freaking pirates, man. Freaking pirates. Okay, I need to go down. And Elmer is here. Okay. Oh, all that dirty, dreadful, downright how say deeds of a slippery bastard's done. Claim to take the lads out for a drink and only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. I don't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of the old server, and so I was ready. But others weren't so lucky. You gotta help them. Okay. Okay, and they are this way. Yep. Reprisal. All that good stuff. Imrimsa. Imrimhus. Axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. I hope you're far better. I'm sorry the bastards and done for. Okay. Oh, let's see. So Sveihaza. Okay. So I might have got up to into this mess. I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'm sooner bow to a fishbag than be in the coveting bastard step to arms. Yeah. Tattooed man. A true crave. You betray yourself, servant. We're prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provide us with a suitable replacement. That was the agreement. And your last charge of hard leaves us in a debt to us unpaid. You, they were betrayed the serpent ravens twice. You know not to do it do a third time. Cowering behind a protector only to delay the inevitable unless revenge your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. Voice of grace, and sent unto me a creature of the abyss. I fall to command that I may smite mine enemy. Plate golem. Okay. You're strong, but you're strong enough to understand this. I'm stronger than you think. I'm smarter. Play golem, schmay golem. It's the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary hunter. Snakes slithers away. I'm glad he did not have a chance to sink your fangs more deeply into you. Surprised you not belong to any of the unknown Luminescence factions. Whom then do they serve? The Beast Tribe? Surely not. Time after appearance cannot aside all neatly with the race in search of Shargain. Kobach. Something is afoot. The question is what? These tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if it should be proved so. Limsa would be hard pressed to keep a single primal at bay, but alone two. All is yet just speculation. I must indeed find it. Seas continue to rise. As the moon continues to fall. Limb by limb, it becomes even more unlikely itself. There's a lure sauce for Chol. Coming of the chaos has rendered the lawless nature more mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and the ethereal plane. Little now stands between us and the primals. They are not here yet, though time is against us. Hope shall even be on our side. Never did the creed of the Sharlians ring more true. Never ever dreamed I would possess the means to see ether, yet now that I do, I begin to take it for granted. As swiftly do the wonders of the Sharlians seem commonplace. Here for you. Have you come to for the festival or the festivities? Today is the Maelstrom official makes the Great Hall of the Sea its training ground. Join in the celebration. Greater disturbance to the east of flow, but whence does it emanate? Syrian grotto, perhaps? A little flashback. If we hear, can you talk? Can you walk? Ah, 7. Bastard, the asshole. A lot of things. This I, regrettably, no. He eluded me, understood. I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exhaustion. Are you sure suitable recovered? Levin here has appraised me of all that transpired. His account sheds some light upon you, how you came to be attacked by the golem of all things. Golem is a mindless automation. Nerd serves and commanded by to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are at its works. But then these tattooed wrenches are not more common pirates. They are the minions of the Shargin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort servant back to his place of employment. I dare say Striver will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for the matter. I bear word to him I bear your word preservation, but I'm certainly would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. He told me of you. But perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Yistola. I am a naturalist of sort, surveying the ether in hope to that it might offer some clue at our predicament. I say I owe you my life, but I don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. This is a debt I'll never repay, but if not making worse by running away, take me to the Summerford farms and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem forgive me. Perhaps we should have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my forces. Until our paths cross again, farewell. Ah. And back to where we came. Almost 1,000 gil. $22 also. Yeah, let's just eat again. We're just gonna go straight back to him. There. Come. There. Dalwin. There we go. Oh, I knew you returned. Your stole was delivered sermon a bit ago. Taste of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came sufficient back. Or sloughing back, too. A lot of them spotting the same haunted expression. It's me who is to blame for that, it ain't the rest. I was once a serpent rabia. I followed to the Sharjin. 7 Hells Raiders may look and sound and act like pirates, but they not but fishback flunkies. Us pirates ain't much of for laws. There's a thing we don't do. Got a code, you see. But Raiders never followed the word of it. A few backs they started snatching law-abiding Lemenians. Once just taking my oath when the captain bent the knee to his new Shangin's masters, and I knew I had to get away. I've crept off one night and got myself a new name. I found a new home in Summerful Farms. Trouble is, secret don't stay secret for long round in here, and the words soon spread. I was back to the sea. The penalty for the desertion is death, but the Ravians offered me a way out instead of freedom in exchange for mates. A letter? I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy souling myself. Aye, but you got there to the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk how you stood up for the Ravians at last. And how you tried to give in your life to save theirs. That has made my no deed, however good, can atone for the crimes of betraying your brethren. I know that. I do, and that's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellowjacks and I'll bring shame to the farm no more. All here in Oregon is for me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. Just hope you guys you're back here someday, and then we'll maybe be able to place you at Summerford Farms, lad. I'll be in your depths there, man. Okay. Oh, your depths are not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving me the men of my farm. If I ask one more favor, and that is tell Bellman what's happened, and I shall, and from the start to finish, I'm certain he'll put a good word for Severin, and if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who Yellowjacks listen to. I reckon I'll ask all possible. Ask a few safe travels, lass. That means I can go back to Limsalamin's trade and all the quests, and then go for the next job quest, which is the gold here. So we are up a deck. Go. Guild Master. Once again, your captive Carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, merely some of the May-based scavengers, the subset of the scraps left in wake of Kujata's rampage. To face the Kujata himself, yet you require more training. But do not despair, Sarah. As Axmax of Philmarada, this I swear, I will not rest until you have taught you the whole writing of the last. At least 1 ounce of power in the weapons. And so the blade of your axe can slice clearly through the thickest hide. You must knot-in muscles and dense bone, and the immense will fall by your hands. You may find yourself drawn to the explosion of the possibility often to the disciples and guilds. These distractions will inevitably be, and perhaps near say, but the urge you to soon return to the path of the marauder. I do not wish your edge to dull. Just to begin, how to show your potential. Farewell, you well, Sarah. You have now access to the armory system. Quest to unlock other classes we can undertake. Speaking of the receptionist, that is what we wanted. So, let's see here. This here is level 10. This here is level 5. What do we have here? That's level 1. Let's do this. Your sets unlocked. There and there. Perfect. What gear set is... Let me go to my macros. Gear set is Samurai, Minor Black Mage, Warrior, Astrologer, Dancer, Machinist, Lord, Reaper, Dancer, Ninja, Paladin. Paladin is 1. Ninja, Blacksmith, Warrior. 13, okay. No problem. New gear set. First of all, there, and able to wear, create a gear set. Display set. Oh. We assign gear number 13. Ah, shit. Okay. Just number 1 then. Okay. Let's see here. I will need to... But I will need to do this. Key bindings. Nope, not key bindings. Macros. Warrior. That is level. There. They're probably gonna be 2. Or something like that. 20. I don't know. 10. Anyways, Assassin has a new task for you to undertake. Thank you. You see, you've been diligent in your training and not words and showing your bearing and unwavering gaze. It's time for you once again to lift your axe and serve into the guild. There's been a report of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of the airport in the western Lindostra. Monster is no Kuchata, but the threat is present to the locals and nonetheless sufficient to round our attention. It should prove a worthy foe to test your belongings and prowess. How? How to find a beast? Well, I'm fortunate enough to count among my acquaintances a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Renfred. Took up the residence of Aleport some years ago, and will gladly help you, aid you in the task. With Renfred's assistance, you should be able to track down the prone danger of providing the swift, bloody passage to the afterlife. May your axe swing true. Perfect. Okay, now we can do one thing, and that is actually what I want to do, and that is go to this here, because we want to get cooking. So there are a couple of things we're actually going to do here. That is, of course, unlocking some things here. That is cooking. Beg your pardon, goddamn colonist. I'm just gonna skip this here because it is not of great interest. And then we're gonna go up here. Again, yes. Here. Accept the quest. And then we go up here to the cooking master. Class changes on. I know class changes. Perfect. Go. Oh shit, I overrode the Remarada. That's actually wrong. There we go. That's the correct one. So, pick that up. Take this. Then we do. Let's remove this here gear set. This. And go here. And then this on. And then this. Then this. And then we go ahead and go into the macro and find a culinarian, and he is what? He's number 9. Perfect. Wrong. Number 9. It's wrong here. Let's see. Key binding. No macro. Macro. And it's ninjas here. It's wrong. Answer. Armor Culinarian. Nine. And set you to 12. There we go. Okay. And now we can take a quest from him, and then we can do what we want to do, and that is he wants us to do what? Deliver a pot of maple syrup. Okay. Guild supplies. Pot of maple syrup. So I need 1 sap. Where are you? That. And I need mineral water. And I need... where are you? Chicken egg. Egg. That's what I want. So, chicken egg, thank you. We're just gonna go with 33 rounds. Yep. And there we go. Pots of maple syrup. Perfect. And then we are gonna go ahead and where are you? Chicken egg. Synthesize a chicken egg. Pre-boiled chicken eggs. We're just gonna keep doing that until what is the condition for I think it's level 15 I'm guessing, yeah. Guessing. So here we go, we're just gonna hand that over to him, and then we're just skip the cutscene because we don't care. Take that, we're gonna put this here on, and then we're gonna save this. Take this. This. He needs grilled trout. Grilled trout. Grilled trout is... There we go. So that's table salt. I think if I remember correctly, table salt is rock, and then it is trout. I need a princess trout. And that is the one that I can't use. So this here is the fucking annoying thing regarding what's it called? What's it called? Culinarian. To get this here, you actually have like Princess Trout is like you need Fisher for that. So this is where, yeah, let's just say that things are frustrating. But anyways, what we can now do, this here is pretty much what we want because everything we want is here. And what we have is we can make the eggs, and that's all we need because they will last us for pretty much forever. We do not need anything special other than that, so we can right now just ignore the quest here because we just want to go ahead and talk to not the smith, but this guy. Pardon. Bloody hells, life of a farmer ain't quite as old and oh, I pictured it. But you need to worry yourself about spoon. The old Jack's ace and the punishment is good. Mate of mine. If I ask him nice, he's reckon he'd be willing to commute a lad sentence to Agent Calhoun and kindly gent that he is. I'm all jesting with ye. Let's see your trade fair. Now, it sounds to me that you've done everything for someone to ask of you. More justifying the generous finder's fee in person. Much obliged, lass. A few. As for a reward, well, she's lone lad and drawn to the wench of mine. Are we your fair in keeping and company if you spell? With freedom room to board. Adventuring trying to business of how them rest of your bones every now and then attend to your broken ones. Now taking to find mainly nearly as much fun as nursing the shadow ones. Got that good. There's always a free bed here, so make use of it. Now we got our in room. Now that you have much for laying around, what all I leaving to be doing. Oh, didn't I mention putting your name down for leaves? Our guild, all matters of clients, offering matters of jobs. On least be amazed, amazed how much folk will pay avoiding doing an honest day's labor. Let's give Tickmurky a shot, and you'll feel change a few extra goals. She's always a task for you and the other to do. Guild levies. All about the case you're wondering, we're carefully staying the Admiral's right side in here. Unlike some pirates I could tell you if you turn out the ad ought to do with the kidnappings, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Proper repeating. Mayhaps that's what Limsa needs, though. Rough sea, sometimes the rock, the boat to the right. What will Ave time? You talk while you're at the rest. Send now and enjoy the wrench hospitality. Perfect. So, we can now go to the innkeeper and retire on a room. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to empty some of the stuff that I have. Not in the climate rose, but actually in the armory. Or in the armory. Ah, shit. Yeah, I figured I need to repair that damn thing. I can't repair it until I've done some other things, so that's great. Oh, fuck it. Okay. So I emptied some of the armory stuff, and that's actually what I wanted to do because I don't want all that shit in my inventory. Anyways, so let's go back. What we want to do now is actually two things. We want to go south. The reason why we want to go south here is because there are two important things that we want to get. We want to get smithing and blacksmithing. The reason why we want to do that is so we can repair our own shit instead of paying for it, because there is a mender here. But the problem with a mender is the tally runs up really high. So being an omni crafter is highly, in my opinion, probably the best way to do. And I'm with that on my other job. So here's the, just gonna, this here's the armor, and this here is so, before we do anything, we're just going to take a look at the macros. So, Carpenter, Bard, Raccoon Leather, I think Armor is right around. Australian Dancer, Raper, Black Ninja, Botanist, Alchemist, White Mace, Leather Worker, Raccoon, Bard, blah blah blah. Armor, level 11. Blacksmith is 10, okay. So, what we're going to do here is, we're going to, not Fist, we're going to remove Summoner. Right now, we're going to remove Black Mage. And remove not Goldsmith. Miner, we're going to keep, and Weaver. So we're going to do this. That's not Marauder. And that's going to be our next thing. And that is going to be him. This. Perfect. And that's Blacksmith unlocked, and sweet. So Crosspen and that. Sign Marauder. And wait. That means that our, yes, these here are correct. So now we can do this. Let's just switch to him. But we don't need to do that. We can actually switch here. And then I actually should be able to repair. Yes. But I can't repair everything yet. You see, I need grade 1. Grade 1 comes from... I can't remember how expensive that is. Let's see, how much money do we have? 900? That should be fine. Fine. Okay, anyways, so that's those two. So, oh yeah, we also can do the levies. But first we're gonna go ahead and go to, not the Fisherman's Guild, but we're gonna go to the Artisan's Guild. And that's also where we get Summoner slash other than that. So we are just gonna go ahead here. Because here is the merchant and mender who actually sells this here. Yeah, fuck it. Just do this here. It's gonna be a lot easier. Repair. Yeah, we can't repair everything because this here is leatherworker, goldsmith, so we can repair some of it, but we can repair the top here, which is, let's do this. Oh, I can't? I'm armor level 1. Fuck you. There. Order. Perfect. Good, and that means that I can then do the next thing that I wanted to do is I'm just gonna unlock everything very fast when I get to them. So we're just gonna unlock this here. Receptionist, blah blah. Yes, I want to join. And yes, thank you. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and this, and we're just gonna go ahead and this. No. We're gonna delete the monk. At this, and is it putting the items? Book. Oh, I need to. Can't skip. Ah, shit, I. Come on. Fair. Thank you. Request. Arian is this. Perfect. One more unlocked. Let's just who else do we need? Yeah, Fisher. Fisher. Because we need to fish for that princess trout at some point. Come on. Enough emoting, thank you. Talk to Sissy Poo. Thank you. And complete. Spreading your line, I don't care about that. Sure. Fisher. That's because we don't have space at the armory. Fisher. Whip. Yes. Do this. There. And sync this with the correct. And there you go. Perfect. And this one. Let me double check something. Foot layout. Yep. System. Page. Haven't unlocked Beast Cage yet. Okay, so we want to go here. So we need to go to Edelport, and we're actually in the right place now because... Oh, actually, one more thing we need to unlock. That is Ninja, or Rogue, and that is in here. Okay. There and up. See Daisy. And this here is Paladin now. So let me just double check something here. Hood layout. No. Macros. So this one here is level. This here's 13. This here is page. Here, Carbonated Paladin, Sage, Samurai. Where's Paladin? Fisher, Summoner, Monk, Black Mage, Golden. Paladin. There we go. Button there. 1. And there we go. Let's see. Enter the Rogue Guild. And talk to it. And again. Unskippable shit here. Come on. Come on. Move. Yes. You. Rogue unlocked. And let's see what. What was Rogue at? I can actually check that because Rogue Ninja was what? Mage. Dance Machinist, Blacksmith, Ninja. So that was 12. What's 12? That's Culinarian. So if I switch that and put on Rogue and do this, do that, this, then Rogue is correct, and that means what? Means I can't add any more, but I can do Culinarian. Arbiter Warrior. Or Alchemist, Reaper, Scholar, Dancer, Gunbreaker. Sam. Miner, Goldsmith, Black Mage, Monk, Summoner, Fisher, Ninja. And that was 9. Okay. Perfect. Super. And that's that. And that means we can now continue with our things. Oh, I totally forgot portraits. Christ. Adventure plate. Shit. It's a camera. Basic. Yamped off. Modern. Character. Will lose the portrait. Why will I lose the portrait when I... I don't have time for that. It's airport. Airbound to airport riding with us? Yes, I am. Good. You're with the girls have spat Neil. Master Marauders, supposed you're here to hunt down the local trouble. We need then take yourself northwest and up to the Camp Skull Valley and give you a good whistle. Bring your bugger and pass. Come running across the Wee's plans. Being you're trespassing his territory, better than cleave you ready. Blessing. Okay. Liver grilled fish. Oh yeah, I need. That's where I. Anyways, that's perfect because we're just gonna run here. And get an egg. And another egg. Destination. Ticket. And we're done. Also been here, so airport is already known to me. And we're not gonna spend Yeah, tomahawk, finally. Thank God, tomahawk. And we're gonna talk to the skipper, and then we're gonna go back to the Bloody Limbs of Luminsa, and then we're gonna port up to Broadskill, get the next one, and then we should be golden. So here we have that. Limsa there. In contact with info, not to praise you, Sarah, representing the guild and explanatory. There is more task and you can complete this day. A task will demonstrate you will how strong you will become. Or two is not when you waste on the bank of a river, and he shall help you unveil the untrapping power of your axe. Middle of Nalandasta. So that is... Okay, let us just go ahead and... What? Oh, we need to talk with... Yep. On top of that, I'm just gonna go into my inn again. Because I can get rid of that stupid helmet I don't want to run around with. Because I've repaired it. That's one thing that's frustrating, is that you cannot put anything into the armory unless it's repaired. Alas. Okay, so go retire into your room. Armory, door, helmet of light, that, and get out of here. Back, Veteran, thank you. Well, you fellas are rest to expand to the Orson's world, and I have an idea what might extend you next. You've earned the sky lift on the middle of the north, so you've visited the world of Whispering Canyon, yet there must have been up-down things at least once. Leading scaffold attached to the desert. Likely the last lasses are using the cargo to lift up the faces and labour. Our labour that here they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs, but no other bucker time to deal with. Track down the head operations block name that working, and he'll be sure to help you work on a task or two. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, I need to unlock level mates just to make sure I have. What's this here? Speak with. Oh yeah, unattuned shit. I'll do that when I get to that place. But first, Skylift. So that's the same place here. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay that much. So we're just gonna run south and then take that out. Yep. Okay. As soon as I can unlock Warrior, things are gonna go a little bit different. But Marauder is still the thing, and it's a level 30 we unlock the next part of things. So the job system back in A Realm Reborn was, from my understanding, based on you need to unlock the higher jobs. Pretty much the same thing in the early Final Fantasy things, that you start with a basic job, either a non-descriptive job, and then you go into a descriptive job, marauder, whatever, conjurer and stuff like that, and that turns into a white mage or paladin or a warrior. Alas, why not here? I've seen you, a big old boulder there. I'll wager you know what to do. Now, the rocks is a bit more of a challenge than those peddling I've only had in training. A crack your beauty is on a heavy swing if possible, but I said you didn't have the capabilities. Okay. Swing. Ah, look at that. The first attempt. Well, I guess Axe Master. So that's that. That means we unlock Tomahawk, which is our pulling tool for pretty much everything. I still like Tomahawk is probably the most used skill on top of like my bread and butter, which is these here. Tomahawk is probably the second most used for end game stuff like raiding. I always pull with Tomahawk. And the reason for that is, first, to make a consistent pull, meaning that your rotation is constant, but also, if you pull with, like, for instance, a rush attack, you're gonna fuck everybody over on your teammates, because they will be far behind of you, because not a lot of, the only gap closers, only thing that have gap closers is tank. Technically, Red Mage has it. Sage has it to some extent, but it's not a gap closer. It's more of a closer to a party member. Black Mage has it. Monk has it. And what else? Dancer has a step, but shouldn't. It's more of escape is used for its utility, and then you have Lancer, aka Dragoon. He has a backflip, which is can be used for gap closing and stuff like that, but it's not that, and you're just gonna fuck everybody over. Especially, technically, Ninja has a gap closer, but it's not meant to be used like that. The Shikuchi is not meant to be used like that. It's again other ways. Roland sent you here, did he? Then consider you're welcome to his skylift. Look at the bug gift, will he? Blast the fairy hell, a huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though. Oh, this mess of the wooden pulleys is our solution to our problems. Well, one of them at least. If your goods were kind, if the gods were kind, ain't they? They aren't. We'll have about a dozen more workers at hand of growing a list of headaches. What are we gonna do? We're actually gonna take this here. Pants. And then talk with him. And get this one here. Glad I'm to see you again last. The wagon driver had just returned for great booty. Great buddy Harry screaming about something mysterious sprang out of the million corn seating in his cargo. Seems the gruntless bastard tossed it over and outside for tunneling ruining his life. I need you to head down to the road, recover the seedlings, and deliver it to Louvre and Swift Reach at the Western Nostra. Whatever praise the cargo keeps. After all, I don't rightly know what lurks inside the plant. It deserves to be the reward for your trouble. And all is finding the aetherite in Swift Peach, so journey to be worth your while. Okay. A million. Thanks a million. Yeah, it's Western La Nostra we need to go to later. But firstly, we need to go through here. Silicon corn seedlings. Just gonna use my reprisal here. And now we just need to go to here. So one of the great things regarding reprisal, it actually goes out on enemies, so it's a debuff technically. It is not something that's on you, meaning you can use it for raid wides, aka damage that is done to the party instead of only you. I use it pretty much consistently, or try to be consistently doing raid wides, so when an AoE hands out that the raid, aka the full group, either 4 people or 8 people can't avoid, to reduce damage, and it's 10% decrease, which is something the healers will be happy at. And here we have the livery guy, which we don't care about. We're just gonna lock him, and then I'm gonna use the bathroom. Be right back. And I'm back. Okay, let's get to it. Levy quests, which we don't need. Emma has herself forsaken the desolate land, though I understood there is a risk from gambling the entire fortune of crops to a millicron. Or a million corn. I at least expected the seedlings to deliver before disaster struck. Millicron seedling, oh joyous day. We probably begin. I'll try beginning, but it yields particular varieties of the crop plants of nothing source of astonishing. As you have doubtless noted, the swift peach lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to resort to Midicrum and hope to residence by the growing of a veritable ocean Ocean of corn. You, madam, seem to be fit to burst into vim and vigor. Might I persuade you about a while happily the nature of alien settlement? Yeah, sure. Before we do anything, we wanna... This is ugly as fuck. Then we're gonna do it here. And we are gonna do... Get my tomahawk, please. I knew you would return before long. Definitely crying of shattering boulders reached me even here. The feat of strength deserves recognition. I shall have it formed a new technique adopted by the parents of our forebears. The tomahawk throw that was first devised after pivots of opening attack to closing its vessel. The primary focus of close quarter combat, it will no doubt find having a powerful ranged strike at your disposal greatly expands your technical veracity. Thus, the impediment conflict of Nakuta weighs heavily on you, or in your mind, Sarah. But hurl swing lead to glancing blows. There is no swift road at attaining the peak of mastery you seek. Only a steady measurement ascends. Question is... Actually, I'm just going to decline this here because I want to check out what is best. Actually, hands is probably the best. We're just going to skip this here because he's going to take the same crap again. And then we're going to take the hands. The hands. Okay. And I got my tomahawk attack. And I got my this, and I got my this. And yes, it looks fucking stupid, but... It requires your assistance for the troubling development. Sarah, there's been a trouble afoot. Do you recall the parents are slain of the beast of Kujata? The boy's grandfather recently contacted us with worries of news. The young Sighard has gone missing and has been sightseeing the Kucha in the area. Seems to be the child felt for compelling to seek out the creature. Or seek the creature out. As familiar with boys and his tragic tale, I would attend you to this matter. My sister's so can await you at the Bismarck. She has been apprising of the situation and will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. Okay, so what's this here? Oh, it's a levy quest. Shit. That's a levy quest here. Why do I have a levy? Where is this? She's here. And where are you? Oh, I can't get that. Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, okay. Culinarian first. To talk with her to help. Swalkin. Sarah, Junior discussed the missing child and not a simple blow to the mutation stew. First thing first, I advise you against rushing off to purity on every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to the Red Rooster Steed and learn what more we can from the old Netrod. Hey, where is the rooster? Oh, he's there. Fuck me. That's the goddamn opposite way that I wanted to go. God. Anyways. Anyhow, let's do that. That's there. Okie. And it's on top of it all. Okay. Yeah, that would. And up here. Side here. Oh yeah, the chocobo is right there. I need to unlock it. Nidard. Thank God, it seems that our grandson are causing a not but trouble for years. But surely, you can know lad's feelings. Also, blowing what hate for the murderous beast. And the last time when I came along, avenging the angels, showed I'm strength your steel. Well, that's a fight of the belly. He must have got it to his head and taken revenge to be yourself, that dreadful bugger. Anyhow, once I heard the Kucha has been spotted near the airport. Why we shot through the door like an arrow from a bow, and seems to be no sight of him. I beg you, find him. Find a cigarette in the self-stop to death. The big bastard, bastard Oris is spilled more enough me kin blood. And talk to Swapklin. I dare clear we must set out to the airport. Once acquaintance of mine often stands guard at the airport, he might be able to know whereabouts. And let's talk to the Chocobo Keep. Okay, what is the best course here? Middle? No. Let's see. That's lower. That's the opposite. Technically, the easiest way is actually going this way, so we're just gonna do that and burn all my money because I don't want to run the fucking distance. Okay. Top of that, we're just gonna do this. Go eventually cast your eyes on towards the brewery. Bacon doesn't light something uncomfortably weak. I cannot possibly bright enough to guide your sin. Bay, I wouldn't march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but duty bound to remain the post. Would you consider doing me a favor and make a visit to the brewery beacon and see aught befall the Quince Files and the lighthouse key? Sure I will, and on top of that, I will go ahead and do a levy quest because I need the money on top of the initiate and full levy. So this here is pretty much gone in the new content. It is only here because this is what this was. Well, it is still part of the original content. It's still part of the game. So what they did change is, is that they made it that you can use battle, meaning jobs that are for battle, and quest for what else? Oh, the battle warden. I need to do that. Just gonna mark this. Come on. Duty finder unlocked. Guild heist unlocked. Guild hist. Perfect. Okay, so one of the things. Shut up. So one of the things that happened was that after level 50, you cannot use the guild levy quests for battle anymore. You can only use it for leveling crafters and gatherers. So hand of the land and crafters, whatever they call it. Anyways. That is pretty much how it ended. Because the thing is, if you look at your quest, you can see you can only have 16 right now. You can, I think that the max is 100 or something like that, and you have a specific amount, an allowance every week. You can save up to a specific number. I think 100 is the max, and you can have 16 levy quests at a time. So that is how things were done back in the day for grinding, but they removed that. Also because the quests were horrible. They were fetch and gather quests and kill quests, so yeah, old school. You say the Yellowjack sent you here, might you have gone dim? Has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb, what fuels the furnace has been buggered off. You see, if you don't get the beacon fixed up soon, you will be in trouble on the waters. You know, and a messenger lass. But I can tell you venture. Oh, we're just gonna say yes to that. And a party. And let me bring it up. All those stupid bombs. And player accommodations. Well, the healer didn't do jack shit. Yeah, I got accommodation. Okay, anyway, so... Yeah, man, messenger at last... Catch a ribbon off the smoldering corpse, take the iron bracer and set down the middle of the floor somewhere near the scarecrow. I'd say it'd be nice to fire going and the fish get bombed soon about, and yeah, you should be singing your eyebrows last. Key items. Okay, we need to find that bomb. Fat Dodo. And turn on the brazier. Or light the brazier. And hostile bomb. Okay. Back to him. And talk to him. You need to take down the runaway bomb. Bring me one of the claws. Yes, I did. Got you, ashy bastard. Did you once a little firecracker in the furnace? I should keep running for a while. By myself bit, look, while you're gone, Limian cursed me. The furnace weren't all bent and broken. I shall wonder if the bloody bomb was able to escape. Priest thinks the best it could, and I ain't no smithy, but you want to have to chat with the Yellowjagger's friend during the swift peek. I'll send him pass a word of something on Limsa. Okay. Anyways, so that's that. Oh, and the levy quest, I got like 1,000 from it, so it's worth it. Gives good money, so. Teleportation fee can be a bitch, but yeah. And now we have Levy as AL port unlocked, and we also have this here. And we also have this the Smith, which is... Oh, I can do the under armor, do the roulettes. Yeah, I can do that, but... do this. Oh, do this. Wait. That's that. Here. Get out of here. Perfect. Let's see. Water skin. Now we're also starting to get a little bit of XP because we're quest star at the level we wanted to be. Also, we can talk with this here guy. Hall of Novices. Begin. So the reason why we want to do this here is actually just so we can this here is more for I think we get some what's it called items that I will like, and also XP. The XP is pretty, it's okay. So everything counts. It's just easy, so we just want to I'm ready now. Okay. It's just trying to teach you like AoE stuff, dodging. Oh, he did home game. Nice. I can still get out of it. That's that. Yeah, you get armor. And it's pretty decent for the level, so that is why I want it. Tank exercise 2. I have something itchy in my ear. Freaking annoying. Come on, move. I know all this here. I just want the loot. God damn it. I know about enmity for God's sake. AK aggro. Come on. So this here is to learn combos and dodging. Combos, enmity, and dodging. So training exercise underway. So they want to teach you the bread and butter. And this here should. Yeah, got me like a decent amount of. Going to rigorous, you have yet to fulfill your training. Listen up, guys. It's a pretty good thing. If you haven't played an MMO before or don't know the bread and butter of an MMO and the free magic, the free rolls. This is definitely a good idea to cheat you. But, yep. I'm just here for. Here we go. Multiple targets. Filling MNC with all free striking dummies. So this here is teaching you how to AoE. And how to place yourself. There we go. Ah, fuck. Leave. It's probably because I'm not high enough level. FFXIV. Engage multiple targets. Yeah. I'm probably not high enough level. Anyways, enough about that. We got pretty much what we wanted. Oh, yeah. Got this. And let's go for the next satchel here. Da-da-da. There he is. Or she is. I found this. You must have been desperate to hurry or needed belongings such as the careless man I myself have crossed the axe, a tool. I had to steep, perhaps. Miles below, Sarah. Over there. Ooh, level 24, Nate. And of course, Roan. Sarah? There we go. There we go. Stone skin. There we go. Duty complete. Oh, we're on time. 2 hours only. On. He breathes yet. We withdraw to the Red Rooster Steed. Follow my lead, Sarah. And we're just gonna open up the levies here. Do I really need to? Shit, yeah. Backhand. Fuck. The worst quest of them all. I hate this quest so much. Journal. Initiate. Eat a bag of dicks. The person who figured this here out. Back in the treasure chest, of course. So this is the way they thought it could be fun to do quests. Let me just tell you, this here sucks ass. like a lot. If they could, like, great thing is they actually like. We also need to understand the technology they had back then with this here game was. Let's just say it wasn't great. Meaning they didn't have AI and all that stuff for NPCs to follow you, depending on where you were in the map. They have that now. Sadly, they have not fixed this. And they probably never will, because this here is the official... what's it called? Just this. That fucker here. And I don't think they will ever fix it. Personally, I think they should just destroy this here. Like, throw this here out of the garbage. Like, this here is... These quests are horrible. Like, seriously, like... But again, it's... People will argue like, oh, it's the original thing. I can say it's original, but it's original shit. There's nothing fun here. And now he's... finished, and he's gonna die, and all that stuff. And the only great thing they did here was the teleporting, like teleport back to the level quest master. That is, if that wasn't in here, I would have dropped that a long time ago and just skipped this here shit. But, anyways, where do we go? We need to go there. So we unlocked this, but the thing is, it gives us a shit ton of XP, or actually, like, it gives us a shit ton of like money, like a lot of money. So, no matter what, it's still worth it to some extent. Ether, like, why the fuck do I get ether? Yeah. You don't need it. This is also funny. We still have, as a warrior, we have an MP bar, which is you don't get magic. At least not yet. In this whole game, everything is the beast gauge, which is the rage gauge, which is up to 100. You do not have any spells that require mana. You only technically 2 classes, tank classes require it. The one is Paladin, which might change with 6.3 coming out. And we have Dark Knight, that uses mana. Gunbreaker does not use mana. At least not from what I remember. No, it doesn't, because he uses cartridges, which you get from doing different things. Furnace is damaged, says it? Well, I should write up a report and those repairs needs efficient without delay. It seems that another favor is in the ask. Eventually, will take you straight to the Armory Guild and Limbs and Minutes and explain your situation to the Forge Master. Okay, where is this? So he's here. Fuck. Like, seriously. So, if I go here... Okay. Almost there. Let's see. Oh, I want it. Okay, this is not where I should go. Okay. Okie dokie. West. That's this. What about east? That's that. Is it lower we need to go? Lower decks. Yeah, it's lower. Okay, yeah. We pretty much need to go on the other fucking side of the fucking river. Well, that sucks. Actually, I can do this because this here gives us plenty of XP. Our daily roulettes with this here character. Oh, and one more thing that I don't think you can do it yet, but oh yeah, I need armor level 5. But what was it? Here. Yeah. Okay. So one thing regarding being Omicron, you see it says condition to 199%. So when you repair your own stuff, you can repair it to be in a better condition than it was when you got it, because that's 100%. And yeah, especially when you do like raids, stuff like that, die, get attacked, and all that stuff, the thing goes down. So. Oh, Reaper. He's dead now. Perfect. And there we go. So that is the reason why omnicrafting is technically beneficial, to get everything fully level up, but not that you should like. It's not about caring. It's more about like. It just saves you a lot of money, because it can get like very expensive constantly constantly repairing your stuff. And it also makes you available, so like you can repair inside of duties, dungeons, and stuff like that when you're out like in doing things, instead of having to find a mender to repair it for you and then also pay a shitload of money on top of it. Because the higher the quality item and the higher level, the more expensive it is to repair. So I will level up those things with this alt also. I can't stand like not being an omnicrafter and everything, because yeah. The only thing that I don't need to level is Fisher, because it has no value other than Culinarian. Culinarian is not needed other than making food. I don't need. He brought him back. I don't know where's the Fanky. Oh, you can. Gladys passed the worst. He stuck his head in the fall. No, and maybe some time before he opens his eyes. Ain't forgotten, brother. If you hadn't scouted those jackals, then you did. I don't know to earn your thanks. And I've learned the situation airport realized the danger were greater than anticipated. Not a single marauder would hope to feed off such a number of time. Pray accept my apologies now. I've returned to us to help, and your grandson is now ill before you. Broken back. Risk your life for Sila, and a man to find his fault with that. It's me who should ought be begging forgiveness for wounds he took protecting my foolish boy. You needn't concern yourself about our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There's is not more of an accomplishment we can accomplish here, Sarah. It's time to return to the guild and focus on our tasks. Perfect. That is all I wanted, because now I can use turn. Oh yeah, the great Limsel with somebody playing music constantly. In the evening, because he has nothing better to do. But Stone, Guildmaster. Okay, I'm glad the lad is alive. I fear not. The last of Sigurd abandons the caution of the first of vengeance on Kuja. Won't, in his festering, cease feeding and impatient of our seeming interactions, but he must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let his helpless rage be a spur to our efforts. I say again, Sarah, the Kujata will fall by your hand, and it will shape you into the deadly weapon you need to be. So 20. This, helmet, this. That, and this. Axe Master. Sarah, our dearest encounter will be the pact of the fallen. Kuja has been preying on your mind. The overwhelming number of the beast has been beyond all imagined, and even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through the snaring of the wall of Fliss. And if we cannot dispatch the pact, the Kujas remain beyond our reach. I thus prepare you to trial and shall unleash the deepest revenge, destruction of strength before you, as Hopek awaits you in the at Bismarck to guide you to your path. Do not squander the opportunity of growth, Sarah. The pride of the guild itself rides upon the keen edge of your axe. Keen edge of my axe. Indeedly. Actually, while we're at it, can we just take this here out? Going in my chest. 63. Go around here. Guildmaster, furnace of the brewery beacon and repairs beyond the part sent someone to tinker with would not do we could pass. Perhaps a bomb because had trapped the touch too violet. I have an artisan visiting the lighthouse to pay special attention to reinforcing the casting and the furnace. Your work is done now, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Thank you. And I will do this. Forge Master. Let's say you're talking about the Necklace and the great hulking warship built on a certain use an extra hand to number of tasks. The first job, you need to run the missive over to Athlon and head the shipwright at the Mervyn dry docks. Okay, we need to go to dry docks. Of course, most ship bits and pieces here are the armor's guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Nostra. That the office in the Mohawk Bay. In limits of the most important district, at least far to concern, I'm sure you're not regretting tuning yourself to the RSE for right. If you're now confident in sensing the direction, the best served making the process is the first floor of the missmast, in case you were wondering. You choose your own 2 feet, leave the city for the Tempest Gate, and fall itself road to may never guide your steps. So speak with him, and he's here. So we do this, then we go to dry dock. And from there we what's the way to dry dock? Dry dock is Candle Key. Candle Key. Yeah, we can go for the ferry. Probably the fastest way, but before that we will talk to her. Word of my brother, the pride of the guild. My brother placed quite the burden on your shoulders, it seems. But from what I've witnessed, if any moronic skill domination you put down a quit, this might be you. There's, of course, a matter of the sick note revenge. I don't want you to voice the poor boy now, do you? Let's be about to try, Sarah. Shall we meet at the salt strand of the lower Nostra in train? Or in train will take place? Well, naturally, you'll be there without me. You'll like to forget, attend to your wounds and bleeding to death. So the dry docks is here, and where are you? Same place. 150. We can do that. Oh. Here. Nope, it is. Epirem. This is me, 4th Master, and I assume the presence of the pendant arrival of the materials in order over a moon past. Let's see it then. Blast and brought her on. Another delay. I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufficient. I apologize, the messenger does not have to deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. I might have your name. So it is. Well, sir, I'm proud maiden you see the shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel graced to the docks since the calamity. Maybe it lost the bulk of the ship at a fateful day, but starting with this beauty, it was restored the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is worth more than one simple warship. It is the symbol of the limbs of the Minster rebirth of the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbra era. Thus, we are striving to complete the construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far to hire a veteran shipwrights from the outside of the Terralossery. Yet, even in such unpredictable unprecedented measures. There is never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odds or jobs of handwork or adventures by fair wand. But there is no place here for laborers and troublemakers. We have. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in the 12th moon have been late with the shipment. And now 2 whole turns of the moon without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Flissel. I don't know how to say that. Recently left the Candlekeep Quarry to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered by the Limsalamins, but he hasn't yet to return. I've sent a missive of Halberda. A missive to Halberda. Replies are the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right. Nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. The man is known to know something, and I've severely doubt he's telling the whole truth. I cannot leave the post, but I ask you to travel to the Candlekeep Quarry to my stead and inform the Howler that I insist on playing these games. I am personally see the transfer of the Tiltback Island there, where I can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Ah, the breeding pack. Okay. Oh, yes. This. Leave mate. But it's a beckoning quest. Or it gives at least good armor. Yeah. It's collect 2 big claws. Suspicious crab. There you go. Perfect. Let's see. Get level 23. That. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight and get that done, and then go south and get that done, and that should be it. I hope. Looks like a train coming. There he is. Or she is. Well, this should be the place. I don't see any sense of encouraging aura of violence, Sarah. Play lumber the axe. Hey. Seems that's less than compared to what I faced before, though. It wasn't terrible. So, this is the ensemble Sarah Connor. Who in the seven hells are you? Wait, is that? I've deemed worthy of the challenge, comrade. Let us test your own steel. Oh, brother. Where you at? Where you at? Aimless attack. Someone familiar. And there we go. Seems only have proven such a poor sport where I should take the mission into my own blade. Now, do not think to show me quarter, Sarah. I shall surely show you none. That's funny that he has Bloodbath, which is not a skill that a warrior gets. Bloodbath is a DPS skill. You heal. Your strength is humbling. So it might be be enough. You've done well, my colleague. Drag away those who cannot stand. Display of prowess was more truly impressive, Sarah. Worthy indeed. This is ridiculous charade. Did he only think I couldn't see through those partly disguises? Yo, I'm confident my brother's actor was not born out of malice, rather than he hoped to conceal his identity of the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing the effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one of must appreciate his intention. It's time for you to return to the guild, and as a favor to me, pray include to us in this love deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. Okay, so that's that. So now that's out of the way. We can go ahead and do that, and then go back to that, and then the next quest will be level 30, which is a bit away. Five levels, actually. And we haven't even gotten out of, like, main story quest really is, like, behind here. Alberta. No, told him to doubt anything. Well, I doubt you for sure. Oh my gosh, he cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, navigators rest her soul. I know not of this further or nor his precious supplies. Hells, if we were at the quarry, we had enough troubles in the past few suns, but in the sinking of the limbs, the men in cargo ship and the salt strands, I haven't the time to deal with proper piss. A little lone note, every scrag that one is off the gips. There. Now, the way I see it is, I have time to stand and question my character. Most certainly, I have no time to get that arse of yours down to the salt strands and help us search for the survivors of the wreck. Who knows? They might just be one of us. Everyone seems to be so eager to find. I hope everyone, the navigator, hasn't found him first. So it looks like he was attacked instead of blaming other people, and I know who probably attacked him. It's probably those thingies. Oh shit. I am Fettouhi, the foreman, wondering your whereabouts. I thought it might be, but it must have known I cannot show my face to drivers until I right the terrible wrongs I've caused. 2 of my nights past, I've made a trip to the dry docks of the Canada Quarter, just to ask the foreman, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and a captain of the cargo ship were bringing her too close to the cliff and paid a few coins to a fisher to take me to meet her. By the time I was halfway twixt and shore at the ship, the swells have risen, and the night of 10 yom wasn't long before waves had hold of us and tried us might have steered the boat. The nature grip and was too tight and was flung ahead of us on Limson's gallery. When I woke, the ship, both ships were gone, and the cargo was collected, sailed and strewn across the salt strands. I made every effort to salvage it, but sense of the crawling of those quirms, and ain't one of them with a sword, so that's why I cannot go back to the dry docks. So we need to, that level 50 there, that is what we call a S rank. That is a S rank mob that has spawned, and they are, oh, not rare, but they spawn every like every week or so, or there's a rotation to it. I don't know. And normally trains, meaning people who gather up and kill them for hunting bounties, get them. But the problem is, like, first of all, I'm not level 50. Second of all, I don't have the gear for it. Third of all, I do not have unlocked like the hunting things. And this is not the log. This here is just like, oh, I locked Storm's Path. And this here is not like something you unlock right now. It's actually later in the story and stuff like that. They give good XP. Actually, they get more material and stuff like that. That night, I tossed the sea, and the dolls of the rags weren't long enough around to face to the black of the ship and steeped into the abyss. But all navigator couldn't see me to get at the gates of the seven cells. I woke and I find myself on the shore, and here has been ever since. Waiting for the chance to salvage the cargoes. And here's the cargo. Missing parts, I don't know how to repay you. I delivered the supplies right away. First, I must stop by the choir, and so I can might pay my respects to the widow of those brave fishers who gave their lives to find a half a coin. Can you tell me I've been back on the dry docks by day, May? Any thanks, adventure. I won't forget your kindness. So now we just need to get the fuck away from that thing. Because he one shots. I actually got killed yesterday by him because I was too close. Didn't see him, but now I do. Okay. Rhydox and I don't think we're gonna hit level 30. Not today. Simply getting too late. Might have like 30 minutes of me or more. Log on. I'm relieved to hear that both Flynn's and the supplies were on Honduras. Foolish of him to believe that I would blame him for which is obvious out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, but the seas here are just that the dry docks were claimed and a stumbling child lends me to believe that the trouble of the ship encounter was Candlekeep was a less natural sort, the sort of the Shagin were known to conjure. Sarah, while your only doubts were motivated, repeatedly proven yourself to assist Melquick and Wimmelheim, or whatever the fuck you pronounce that. I still don't, I still do not like you, but it doesn't mean that I do not trust you. From Tora head to the wash of dry docks. I believe the pirates may be plotting an attack on to the Victory. She's an assistant in an investigation of the group of unsafe individuals. Make camp by nearby. I have a recommendation for your task. Despite all the limbs I endured before, during the following calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn to the backs on the city-state, so they might line their pockets with a few handful of coin. Just the thought of it sickens me. Okay. So somebody's gonna attack. Okay, Storm Captain. Ah, yes, the feeling would be one of them sent you since you first arrived at the moment I have had my men watch you. Oh, there is no need to get angry. I have a point to keep an eye on those new to the area. It's simple protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that that nothing incriminating has found. You appear to be a model citizen, and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you. Which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then. I assume that Apparin informed you that the task would entail pirates believed to conspire to the raid of the dry docks and were last seeking to making camp near the ancient stone site called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have to approach the men posting the lost adventure and see if you cannot somehow learn the intention of the carrier stationed at the rear gates, providing you are with the exact location of the camp. So I knew it. No more sardines and Caligo tonight. I should dine in the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going on for the guards on the island. Would recommend the next job. My money wasn't you. And the job, yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape and a single large stone half-bird in the cliff overlooking the sea. Following the 12 say that the holy place dedicated to Nemna and the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there, but they were aware of that though. Disrepute pirate. I'm giving you the court of the count of nine to step back on the path and carry your venturing arse back to the back down whatever the rock you crawled out from under. You see, is it aid up to us to my ears with your type of roaming and says and they was your to roam. You're getting to be that a man's canny enjoy a mug of rum without some shit bright outlander running up asking which is why the locals the way to a local level mate. 7 hells if you know I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. The ball trials balls. Once we've balls weave me boy back, putting a godforsaken piss hole in the island is so far behind me. Ain't no one remember what I was ever come for to scrag be knives to shape, be knife to sharpen. I have no idea what he was, but he was pissed. Okay. Nothing to see, nothing to do. Okay. Transparencies are indeed pious, but they're indeed planning something. But it's all getting would you their target never been victory? Something's not right. I won't sit by and waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order the increased patrol immediately. Thank you again for your help, Sarah. I appreciate the wise trust put in us. Okay, so this here is a warrior 13, and this here is shite, so I don't need that. I'm concerned, sir. It appears that the pirates had investigators are on the move. They creep ever close to the dry docks and must assume that the target is the victory herself. The ship is a symbol of everything limits of missiles strives to become, and I will not allow these bastards base scoundrels to lay a finger on the hull. We must apprehend them the most. Their planes into motion, plans into motion, and user will be are just the woman to do it. Without their appreciative assistance, I fear that the security of drivers cannot be guaranteed. Not a moment ago, a guard submitted a report of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin our efforts on listening to one of their accounts at fair hand. In the matter of whom to choose to speak with, I will be sure to question the Usra at the front gates and encounter at the rear. Any suspected saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any of the findings directed to me. So the rear and the front gate. So we're gonna go here. Hail Avenger, I'm glad to have another on board to help shore security. Guards know the reports of the guild desk gathering dust if you weren't the assistant of those yourself. Speaking of a report though, so one of those maggot pirates lurking around the cliff near the empty heart. Let's take a close look before I have a chance to cover his tracks. Shifty-eyed sailor. Ah, spot me, did ye? Well, you're too late. What's about to happen has already happened. Ah, shit, I can't jump that. Okay, on to it. So you found one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were right to ask for aid. What kind of craves are they playing? What's already happening? Captain, trouble at the shipyard. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates, out of nowhere, struck me good. Odds blows the we're not prepared for this. Pirates, soldiers, now how many do they number? Not sure more than they could count. Seems to be carrying explosives. Explosive? Then we have no time to lose. Sarah, you're at the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see to the men wounded, then fall after you. Make haste. Da, 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 da. Oh no. Oh fuck. I have to take the long way. God damn it. Not casting cure on anybody. Never reckon to be this easy. Still, you don't trust your those slimy bastards, but there's a plan worked like a charm. What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your yap, boy. This will be over soon. All that is left is now to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. If you do such a thing, you have no idea how important the ship is, what it represents. Yeah, and what makes it all the sweeter, whatever it takes to knock some sense into those treacherous, backstabbing sons of... Imagine a boy of mine giving up a pirate's life to become a shipwright, and building a bleeding and maelstrom vessel at that. Under the limbs and a wide green ocean made you take up these with these self-righteous shites. You're the one with the bloody sense there. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. Wondering that Abbas never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. The ship is a symbol, all right. Everything that went wrong in the world, and I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Sarah, break beat the tar off the bloodless sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the Victory. I will do as you ask. Okay. Do this. Oh. this. Let's do this. Who the fuck is healing you? Dick? Oh, it's the Sajin. Right. Power? No. Duty complete. Must be getting old, letting some green adventure get the best of me. Duh. One of the bloody that's one big big bloody shit. Big, nasty looking. You made that, did you? Thanks, Sarah. I suppose to think I have to become a victory without your intervention. The pirates may have a right to mess of things. It's best to get the sorting out of the docks. And my thought could use some sort of out of the well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Pray convey my thanks and apologies to the Grim Tuata. And I will. Soon as I flutter. Oh, fair you, sir. I cannot get thanks to you of the role you played in preventing this madness. You defend more than just a simple ship. I served the budding hope of the Limsel Mensa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems to our security regiment will inquire much more of the way of improvement if we are truly to keep the dry dock safe. Everyone apologizes. Well, I suppose they understand that why he would feel responsible for his father's action. Of all those involved, that incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe that it comes to a single conclusion that the most fitting way of moving past the anguish to see that the victory is complete and in the water. And by the by, the Pyros Befeal has been handed over to the Eldjacks. One of the men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Eldjacks moved in, however, we recovered an unusual object. Should to have time spare, should ask another favor of you. So, in the light of the role you events, it seems who would entrust this task. Since we spoke, I'm curious about the mystery discovered amongst the personal effects of the answer that the pirate be a plot of the sabotage of victory. This missive has been penned in the most usual script. The script is believed to something of a manner of a code. Indeed, is to say anything that we've proven the enemies of Limsel Minsa deems worthy of enciphering. Like to a great interest of the master. Unfortunately, none of us can make any sense of this message. In that case, I will told the Eldjacks won't turn to bartering for the convenience and connections. Thus, I would have you deliver the missive to the proprietor of the drowning wench into the hands and no other. Do you understand? Yes, I do. I will go back to the inn and I will claim victory. But before that, I will go back to the Marauders Guild and claim victory there. hoping to unlock some of the last skills that I'm missing due to my higher level. Guildmaster. I heard the skirmish of the Solstein. We did well to draw up a report on such an informative skill. Let me dwell on the nature of those masked men. What an important of triumphs to the face of overwhelming odds. The fellow marauders have wanted to swing the axe in the guild name and stand behind you. Wanted and all preparing to overcome the greatest trials yet. Aye, it's time to come to bring the Fujao's bloody rampage to an end. Next to here, rears the rumble ahead. I shall be ready to bury your blade into his skull. That's 23, 25, it's 15, that's 10. So we would take legs. Ah, yeah. The ugly thing. And of course, this. Okay. At level 30, we go to... But before that... This here is so fucked up. Anyways, we are gonna go ahead and talk to... Barteron. Before we call it a day, tomorrow I will not be streaming. I will be at work and I will be driving home at this time here. Probably be home around this here time, and I will be fucking tired. So that is the whole thing regarding that. And then the day after, we were gonna raid, so now we're streaming there. Ahoy, Sarah has been earning UDs at the dry docks. Well, laid out the entire tail. Poor Sada was still reeling at the old man's part of the business. But at least he kept the victory back and sunk afore she sailed. After that, I owe you my thanks. You really made a name for yourself here in Limbs of Folk. When technically somewhat doing. You need somewhat doing? Would you mind to be? I need you this. You want to read the message with a funny letters for ye? I thought you might know a man I could. Well, let's see then. Eh? I know a candy bargain can read this this little ugly sort of by the name of Oh Barteron. You know, you're like one of my regulars now, Sarah. Let me down. Never get help. I reckon I can trust you. Gemtora was right to want this message to be deciphered. We got some troubling brewing here, and no mistaking, we get ready for action, and I'll explain. Okay. I think this here's the stopping point. Sadly. But that's gonna be. I need to get ready for going to bed at some point, relaxing a little bit. Also, my voice is starting to feel a bit itchy, which means that I've talked too much, which is good. But also, I need it for tomorrow, or actually, I don't need it for tomorrow. Enough said about that. Let us switch over to this here. Let us go here. And again, thank you for today, everybody. I'll see you probably Thursday maybe or something. I don't know. Until next time, bye.